Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the pregnancy update, chit chat slash I don't know, like how I'm feeling emotionally, mentally, physically, my second trimester, symptoms, body changes, things like that I'm going to talk about. If you guys hear any noise, my neighbor upstairs is like always loud. It's like she just stomps. I don't know. She's just a really heavy walker. So if you guys hear stomps, that's her. She always stomping. So anyway, I got my Starbucks. I got my coffee. I have my notes so I can stay on track to make sure, I don't start talking about some other stuff. And we are going to get started. So go ahead and get comfortable, get your snacks, get your coffee, whatever you need, because it's about to get real. I'm about to spill it all. I'm about to tell it all, okay? So yeah, we about to get started, okay? Okay. So now that I'm all comfy and cozy, we're going to get started. So basically, my second trimester was a breeze, most of it, honestly, I would say. It is so cold in here. So basically, my second trimester, it went well. I coasted through it very smoothly. Let's talk about where I was emotionally. I took notes because I was really just like wanted to document this. But in my second trimester, I was, I would say like a ball of emotions, honestly. Not that I was showing them, not that I was crying or anything, but I feel like I was sad at times and then I would be happy. And it's not that I was sad because I was gonna become a mom or my life was changing. It was sad because like I feel like a lot of moms like they want to like give you advice, but it's like sometimes it's too much advice. Not in a like, I know they're not trying to do it on purpose, but I feel like there's moms out there that really, and I don't know, they could be doing it on purpose, but some moms, it's like they share their stories or they share their like horror stories of like labor and delivery or being a mom or postpartum, and it's like they start to try to like scare other moms into it, or like new moms, of like what's to come and what's gonna happen. But it's like I refuse to be a part of that stigma as far as like motherhood is so hard, or I'm gonna have postpartum depression and things like that. Like I try to look at the positive side of everything. Like I hope I don't get that, and I do these things to prepare myself so I don't go through that situation as far as like being depressed or having a hard time adjusting to mom life. Like I have a plan to make those things easier for myself, and I've done a lot of research on postpartum depression, and I think I've done enough research to know like how I can create the life so that I don't fall into that. But also I feel like a lot of moms are just kind of like saying their stories, but also just kind of like saying it like, oh, like this is gonna happen, and it's like just because that happened to you doesn't mean that's gonna happen to me, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of hard. It's kind of like a lot of moms just tell their stories and it's a little too much story, and it's like I'm preparing for everything and anything that could possibly happen, but by the grace of God I know that he's got me, and whatever I go through, he will give me the strength to go through it. It was like the sad stuff, but like I was happy most of the time. I got my energy was up for my second trimester. As I told you guys, there was nothing really much to say about my first trimester because I really didn't have any changes, barely any body changes. I was just me, you know. But the second my body started changing and I started gaining more weight and things like that, like physically, is when I really started to notice in my second trimester. most of the time I was surrounded with positive. I surround myself with positive people, genuine people, people who keep me at peace. Because if I find myself like driving myself crazy because I just can't do it, you know what I mean? I find myself irritated, and I don't want to be irritated. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be any of those things during my pregnancy. So, of course, I have God and I pray a lot and things like that. And I have my relationship with Him, but it's like, in order to, God, why do I keep, okay, anyway. In order to keep that attitude, I surround myself with the people that I love, my family, genuine people, friends and family, peaceful people. I don't overshare too much about my pregnancy. I'm already a very private person anyway, so it's not like I'm out there just telling everybody like, oh, this, and this, you know what I mean? I just tell them like, I'm doing good, I'm fine, everything's cool. Yeah, but I just kind of had a problem with like other moms, and I don't know. I mean, comment down below if you are a mother or you're going to be a first-time mom, and like other people have told you their stories, and it's kind of like in your head you're kind of just like, are you trying to like instill fear like into me? Like labor is just this scary freaking thing, and I don't want it to be scary. I definitely want to take that out of my head, because that is the reason why birth is, what the heck, hold on. But I feel like that is why going into labor and delivering a child is so painful, because people are afraid of the pain. And there are ways to get around that, because I've done a lot of research. I've done my studying. I'm literally studying and I'm literally practicing every day how to prepare for that. But that's another story. Then let's say, so that was my emotionally and mentally like stages of my second trimester. It was okay. I was happy. I'm always happy anyway. I'm such a goofball. Still being able to be a goofball, and I love that. And I feel like the baby is gonna come out and be just as goofy as I am, because I have created such a happy village to help raise my child, but also just like being happy all the time. I feel like I'm just gonna have a happy baby, a goofy baby. She's probably gonna have my personality, because there has just been nothing but laughter during this pregnancy. More than tears, more than sadness. I have been laughing my butt off, okay? Because my family is so funny. I'm so funny. Everybody else around me, they just always are making me laugh, and that's what's important to me. Mentally, I have been meditating. I've been learning how to breathe, and those are on different apps that I have found. I think it's called, is it Christian Hypnobirth something app? I have to double check. I don't even know why I didn't write it down. But that also has meditating and breathing like exercises on there. But also it like quotes scriptures from the Bible, things that'll help to strengthen you, to prepare you mentally for labor and things like that. But that's basically what I've been doing to like keep my mental state healthy, as far as where I want to be. I want to stay in this zone. That's where I want to be. I've been reading, getting into the Word a lot more. Also, when I don't have time to read, I will use my Bible reading app, and that is called Bible.is. If you guys haven't tried it, it literally is such a lifesaver, honestly. When I'm cleaning, when I'm cooking, I can just put it on in my ear or have it on the speaker, and I can listen to the Bible. And it has different characters, it's got music, like it literally brings the Bible to life. And it really makes you pay attention, like, dang, like, okay, somebody's reading to me, but it sounds so good. So that's another thing. Also praying, of course. Praying is super important to me, to keep my relationship with God, and He has kept me sane, as as he does. That is what he does. But praying has kept me closer. Praying has gotten rid of like negative things in my head. So basically that is what I've been doing. Worship music. If I feel like I need to worship, I will put my favorite worship playlist on, and I will just be around the house and I will just give all my praise to God. I will literally praise the Lord. Sometimes I fall to the ground and cry because it's really that serious. The music, sometimes there's some songs on there that really get to me and I love it. But yeah, those are songs, like even me, like I'm tearing up right now because I'm thinking of like songs that really make me get emotional, which I don't know. But anyway, that is what I use. That is basically what I've been doing. Those, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I've been doing to like stay sane emotionally and mentally. Now let's get into the fun part of physical changes of my body. We're about to get real, okay? I just want to go through the emotional and mentally part because like I already have a control over that. So I do want to share a story when I was like super emotional. I haven't had any crazy emotions like other people do, but there's times where there's only one time where I actually just cried and I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? But your hormones, everything is going crazy. And I'm just gonna share this story. I shared this story with my best friend. We went to lunch and I was telling her like how crazy my hormones were. But this was literally when I really started to like get even bigger. Probably I was like maybe halfway into my second trimester, and I have a pregnancy pillow and I have a whole bunch of pillows, and I was just trying to get comfortable after the shower. And Conrad is like sitting there, he's in bed, and he's like watching me struggle. Not in a bad way, but he was just kind of watching me like, okay, she's trying to get comfortable. So I'm like moving the pillows around and I'm like flopping them here and there, and I was getting so frustrated. I'm huffing and puffing, and I got so mad, and I was just like, I would lay down for a little bit and I was like, this ain't right, and I would turn over. I was really just trying to get fixed in my bed, and I just couldn't get fixed, and I was just like, I'm so frustrated that I cannot get comfortable. And I was so tired and I just wanted to go to sleep, but it just wasn't happening. So I was just like, okay. So I grabbed the pillow. I'm laughing now because it's funny. But I grabbed the pregnancy pillow and I just like flung it across the room. And like I was like trying to get the blanket from up under me, but since you're heavy and you just don't have as much mobility, I was really trying to pull the blanket up under me, and I just couldn't. I was struggling, and he like started laughing at me. And since he started laughing at me, like the tears started rolling and I started crying. And as soon as I started crying, like he saw that it was serious and he was like, oh snap, like let me just like come and comfort her. So he came over and was like, hey, like what's wrong? And I was like, I can't get comfortable. But I was like tearing up and crying, but also I was like laughing too, because I knew that I was like, this is so stupid. Like what the heck am I laughing about and crying about this? So it was funny. I'm literally crying and laughing at the same time now because I can literally feel those emotions that I was going through during that time. And I just find it so funny. But he was like, okay, like let's figure it out. Let's get you comfortable. Like he consoled me, he comforted me. And like, I just kind of laid on him for a little bit. And finally I was like, okay, like I'm ready to try again. Let's see if I can get comfortable now. So we grabbed the pillows and everything. I was able to get comfortable and I was able to go to bed peacefully and I slept great. But that night was really funny, and I still think about it like that was so stupid. But it's not stupid, but you know what I mean? To me, it's like, dang, I was literally in my brain like, what is wrong with me? I'm literally laughing and crying at the same time over something that's not even that serious. But it is serious because you're pregnant and you're trying to be comfortable. But I was just really trying to grasp on like, dang, I'm really pregnant and I'm really uncomfortable trying to sleep. So that is basically what happened. Moving on to the physical, I just wanted to tell that story. Moving on to the physical, physically, when my body started changing, it was different. The first thing I noticed, I'm gonna start with the first thing that I noticed, was my smell. Not only is my smell already good, while a regular person, just me, my smell is just impeccable. I'm like a hound dog. I can smell anything, and if I smell something that bothers me, I will find it. So now that I'm pregnant, it's even more heightened, and I'm just like, oh God, that stinks. Wherever I'm walking, I can just smell somebody, I can smell anything, and it just don't smell good. But the first thing I noticed was my sense of smell changing very drastically, but also I could smell myself, like not my odor, because not like I didn't stink, but like, okay, I didn't really like the way she smelled down there. It's not that I snuck, because it'd be like I just got out the shower, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm clean, and I just didn't like the way she smelled, and I was just like, ew, you know? But I don't know what it was. It was just very, I can't even describe what it smelled like, because that might be a little too much for you guys, but like me getting in the shower and things like that, I was just like, okay. So that kind of made me self-conscious, and I really started just making sure that I was like washing really well down there. And you know, that's it. That's all I could do. I was really just trying to make sure, like, okay, do I smell good? And do I smell clean, you know? And so I was already clean. I just didn't like the way she smelled naturally. Not that I haven't smelled it before, but like before I was like, okay, it smells like a vagina, you know what I mean? But like now, I just didn't like the smell. That has subsided. I haven't smelled the weirdness. That was just kind of like the beginning of my second trimester, I was smelling that. And I only had smelled it like maybe 3 times. And for a while, I was even starting to think like, is it something that I ate? Something that I drank? Like, what the heck is it? But it wasn't. It was just my body just going through the motions. And I was like, okay. Me straight out the shower and not putting anything on, I didn't like the way my underarms smelled. Cause I would like have, I have Conrad smell me, and he's just like, you smell fine. Like, you smell good. He's always telling me I smell good, but I'm just like, I don't smell good. So to me, it was a little weird, but yeah, that was basically about my smells. I could just smell everybody's whatever, smell people's body odor, their breath, their feet, food that doesn't smell that great. It just don't smell good, okay? And I don't like it. But Conrad has never stunk. Also, I've noticed that his body chemistry, I don't want to say odor, because odor is like stinks, right? His body chemistry, I can smell it a lot more. Not that it doesn't stink, I can just smell it. Before, it's like you don't really smell anybody's body chemistry. And when you think of body chemistry, you think of putting on a perfume, and your body chemistry, your oils, everything just goes with that perfume, and it makes it smell even better. I can smell his natural, I don't know, pheromones. I don't even know what the word is, but he just smells good to me. He always smells good anyway, and he's always clean. This is like the cleanest man I've ever been with, and so he's just a clean person, and I like that. And he smells great all the time, but like lately I've been like really smelling him, and I'm like, he smells so good. I'm always telling him he smells so good. But also when he puts on like cologne, I can really smell it, and I'm just like, oh my God, he smells so good. But that's one thing that I just be like smelling the life out of him, and it's like, okay, back it on up. That's not what he say. But anyways, so yeah, he smells really good to me. I just love the way he smells. I don't care. I'm always up under him. And that is that. Then the next thing that I noticed was obviously my bump. My bump changed, and coming from somebody who's always had a flat stomach and just the nice body, I didn't hate it. I loved it. I've always imagined like, can't wait to be pregnant, can't wait to start a family, can't wait to go through like the body changes, and I've just been embracing it. And it's not like scary, because I just, I love my body. I love the way my body looked before, but I know it's gonna look different after this. Also, I do plan to continue to work out like I have been doing, and to maintain what I do have, which is what I was doing before. I would work out to maintain the body that I have. I have been blessed to be able to lose weight super fast. I'm not like the average person where you gotta do extra work to lose weight, like as soon as I stay consistent, like the weight just falls off. And that's why I can't work out like all the time, because then I'll lose too much weight. My metabolism goes up and I just basically don't gain a lot of weight. I burn a lot. So what I was doing was trying to gain my actual weight back. But having my bump is beautiful. I love my bump. It is so cute on me right now. I feel like it's average or small. I don't know, probably because I'm small, but everybody has been saying like, oh my gosh. After I tell them how far along I am, they're just like, you're so small. So I don't know, but I think I'm small too, honestly. Not even trying to like compare myself to other bumps, because everybody is different, literally. But yeah, I find my bump is super cute. I love it. I'm always rubbing on it. I'm always talking to her. And yeah, like I haven't had any stretch marks. Not that I was scared to have them. If I did, I would just have to embrace them, because that is what happens to your body. Your body is changing, and it's honestly for the good, the better, because you're making a baby. So that is what I've come to realize, that these things are happening because I'm having a child, like I'm making a baby. Obviously the weight gain, now that's hard because I've always been fluctuating between 135 pounds to 145. 145, that was when I was a little bit more heavier, but only because it was muscle weight. When I was lifting weights and trying to get some bulk and some more definition into my legs and things like that, that's when I would be the heaviest. I'm only 5'4", so most of the time I would stay in between those. I would fluctuate between those weights, 135 to 145. I now weigh 160 pounds and I am 29 weeks today. So yeah, I feel like my weight has gone up. Not a lot, but it's gradually, like it said. It's gradual, like the doctor said. The weight is fine. And with breastfeeding and everything that I plan to do after she is here, I'm sure the weight will just fall right off and it'll go back to my 145 something. It's probably not gonna happen so fast because I'm not expecting huge, I don't have big expectations. Other body changes, obviously your breast size changes. Mine was, I am a part of the small boobie community, and yeah, that was a big change for me. I was like, this ain't it, because I really do like my boobs being small. And then I know the struggle. I know people who have a big bust and they are struggling, and I was just like, I can feel it. I feel the difference when I have a larger chest. Like, I can feel the difference. My rib cage was kind of growing, so this side of it back here, my back, everything was like getting wider and bigger. So like I had to get, that's when I realized I had to get a bigger bra size, because I'm like, okay, my bras I think are hurting my back, and I would have to take them off when I get home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would find so much relief. So I realized I needed a bigger bra size, which I did move up to a medium, because I don't really wear like wire bras and things like that. I am literally a sports bra, bralette type of girl, because I can get away with that, and those are comfortable for me, those work for me. But I had to move up to bigger sizes, which is fine. But definitely I noticed a change. My breasts were more veiny. I can see the veins just like just everywhere. So definitely noticed that. It's a lot of blood flow going on, but I'm lighter. I'm more of a lighter skin tone, so I can definitely see the green veins, and I'm just super veiny. But that is normal. I've read about that too. That is just blood flow happening, and I'm embracing it. Not that it's ugly. I just noticed like, whoa, look at my veins. Like, I sound like such a geek, but I don't care. Obviously, since I gained weight, my thighs have gotten so much thicker. So when I put pants on, I was like, whoa, these ain't going up. And they would literally stop right at my knees. And I'm like, okay, these pants are not going on. So thighs definitely got bigger, thicker. I'm hoping that I can keep them, because I wanted thicker thighs. But I'm going to tone them up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tone them up. And I'm sure they'll tone up when I start skating again, because baby, I miss skating, and I'm gonna be skating with that stroller outside, I'll tell you that. But I can't wait for it. My baby girl's gonna see how amazing her mother is, and she's gonna be like, dang, my mom, she a dope skater. Like, and I'm like, yes, baby girl, I'm gonna get you some skates. I'm so stupid. But the next thing I noticed, okay, this was one of the first things, honestly, I just didn't put it at the top of the list. My skin. My skin was jacked up. To me, it was jacked up. Coming from somebody who has had normal skin type, regular moisture levels. I'm not too oily and I'm not too dry. I'm just like perfect, okay? And having the breakouts and stuff was no joke. And it's not like, to other people it wasn't a lot, but to me it was a lot, because I'm like, oh my gosh, my face, I don't know what to do. My skin was breaking out, and it was just a jawline, so obviously it's hormonal. And I was trying everything, but then I realized that my skin was starting to get oily. It started to get oily like around here. And then also my skin was super sensitive. I actually ended up compromising my skin barrier with the things that I was using, because I didn't realize that my skin had just gone to sensitivity mode. Like, my skin is sensitive now. Obviously, that's what happens when you become pregnant. Your skin becomes sensitive. But yeah, and I'm an esthetician, so of course, like, my regimen is a top tier superb, okay? So I had to like stop a lot of things. I had to stop using a lot of exfoliants, and I had to just go to like, it's now like 3 products, okay? That's how sensitive my skin is. And I had to like go down to using calming ingredients, which to me, I was like, this is so freaking boring, but it worked, and it's got my skin to where it is now. And I'm not really sure if I ever got the pregnancy glow, because I feel like I already had it. Like, I just already had skin glow. Like, my skin always looked good all the time. But like, I don't know if my skin has ever, I don't know if I noticed or not. No one has ever even told me like, oh my gosh, you're glowing because you're pregnant. But no one's ever told me that, and I don't think I saw the difference, because I always kept my skincare game on top notch, and like, it was always on point. So I never noticed the pregnancy glow. But I've noticed my skin, obviously it's a lot clearer, as you guys can see. But when I was breaking out, it was just a lot. I had to change a lot of things and go back to some old school stuff too. And that has been working for me. Using these regular products, I can't wait to get back to using my top-notch stuff, because that's just me. I love skincare, and that is my self-care when I'm doing my little, because I just like to look good. I'm always gonna look good. When I get older, I'm gonna be like aging like fine wine, because my skin looks fire. I took care of my skin. But anyway, the next thing on my skin was I noticed mommy moles. I've learned that that's what they are. That's what people are calling them. But little moles, tiny little ones. You probably can't even see them from there. But at first they started off as like freckles, and I was just like, I don't have no freckles down here. And I was looking in the mirror, but then when I would do my skincare and I would like rub it up and work it in, I was feeling texture, and I'm like, what is this? So I finally like zoomed in, magnifying mirror, and I saw like little moles, and I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, dang, I'm getting old. But I went to the doctor like the week after that, and I asked her like, hey, are these normal, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, they're just mommy moles. It's a whole bunch of just hormones and stuff, and that's just what happens. Sometimes they go away, sometimes they stay. Yeah, so I noticed the mommy moles. They're really tiny, and I think they're cute. It adds a little something to my neck. Anyway, the next thing I noticed was my hair. Okay, coming from somebody who was bald when I got pregnant. I was bald, and I'm talking about shaved, just wear a buzz cut, because that's what I liked. My hair has grown so much, but not only has it grown, it's not that it's growing fast, it is growing at a very gradual speed, I guess regular normal speed, but like it is thick. It is so thick. It is dense. It is shiny. It is so curly, and it is so beautiful. Not that my hair wasn't curly before, but I just feel like the curls are curling, okay? The shine is shining. I have such luster in my hair. The thickness is just out of this world, because my hair before was never that. It was thick, but it wasn't this thick. Like, if you can put your hands in there, it's so dense and compacted. I just don't even know how to explain it besides those words. I like it a lot. It's just the density and I could lose a little bit, because it's real thick up in there. My hair has definitely grown. It is definitely shiny. It is so healthy looking, and I love it. Another thing that is nice but annoying is my nails. My nails have grown. I don't even want to show you because they're not done, but they're super long, y'all. I've been like picking at them, but on this hand, like, look at my thumbs. I just can't keep them short. My nails are growing so fast, and they're so strong and so thick, like you can't even bend them. And I'm like, my nails have never been like this, because I have never been able to grow my nails out. As soon as they grow out, it's like they just break, because they were just so flimsy and just so flexible. But now they are so freaking strong, and I want to enjoy them, but I'm also an esthetician, so I cannot have long nails. I have to cut them down. I have to keep them shaved. And this is them after me. Like, I've been filing them, y'all, and I filed them down real short, and it's like the next week, it's like a freaking weed. They're just back. They're just back again. And it's like, didn't I just do, y'all? So they're so long and they're so thick, and I love that they're so long and thick, but I can't keep them long and thick because I need to do facials, but I just can't keep up with keeping them short. I can't, and after a while it gets annoying, and I'm just like, look, and I want to just go get them done because I'll just have somebody do them for me. But at this point, I'm just tired of being at the table doing this or before a client, because I just feel like they're growing by the second. That's like, it's so dramatic, but I swear they're growing so fast. Like, I don't know. Another thing is yeast infections, y'all. They happen, they exist, they are a thing. Obviously, they are a thing outside as a normal woman, just not being pregnant, just your regular self. But when you're pregnant, like, you're more prone to them, and that is annoying. I've had a couple or a few in my lifetime, but as many as I've had, well, I haven't had a lot, but for me that's a lot because it's annoying. But I've had 2 during this pregnancy, and it's annoying, and it's a lot worse. The symptoms are a lot worse than the average, and it's just annoying. And it's not like you can get away. It's not like you can get rid of it fast, like how you can go to the doctor and they give you a pill, swallow it, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? For being pregnant, you have to take the 7-day suppositories, and you gotta insert those and put the medication. But it's 7 days, and it takes forever, and it's annoying, and it takes at least like 3 days for me. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but 3 days for me to really feel some relief. But I'm talking about, this is TMI, y'all, but it's serious. It's so itchy. And this is just for me. I don't know about if it's anyone else, but if you have had this issue, comment down below. But like, it's so swollen. It gets so swollen. It gets so red, uncomfortable, and really itchy. And it is not something that you can just walk around and just kind of wait a couple days for it. No, and just try to like, because there are some natural remedies. Like, you can try some natural remedies to kind of kick it in the butt, nick it in the butt before it's even something. But in this case, it is a no. You have to like go get seen. You have to go get medication for it, which is the over-the-counter stuff, because it's not that strong, but you do need to have like a 7-day, what's it called? A 7-day treatment. So it's not super strong for you, but it's annoying, y'all. And I had one just about every trimester. My first trimester I had one, and my second trimester I had one. I hope I do not, I pray to the Lord that I do not get a third one for this third trimester, because it was super uncomfortable. Definitely do not want to do that again. But now I am making sure that I am taking supplements that will help with that bacteria down there, that'll keep it clear, that will fight the bacteria, but also give me the good bacteria that I need to stay balanced. And I'm hoping that it's gonna work. I really do, because that's the only thing I can think of. And drinking lots of water. But yeah, they exist and they're really bad during pregnancy. And I was just thinking like, oh, it's a yeast infection, that's not that bad. But now that, like, when I had it during my pregnancy, I was like, this ain't it. It's okay. I'm over here freaking out of breath. That's another thing. Being out of breath when you are just doing nothing. Doing nothing, okay? Like, I could literally just like walk to the car, or I could literally be having a conversation with somebody and I'm out of breath. Like, I'm out of breath right now talking to y'all, but that is what it's what it comes with. Like, you're just breathing extra for nothing. Not for nothing, for your child. When I say I have to breathe extra, I'm breathing extra for extra oxygen for my baby. But yeah, it's just a lot. You're just breathing and you're just like, whew, let me just slow down for a quick minute and take a breather. My back pain has really gotten to me. I tried a belly band and it does not work for me, and I just feel like I'm not quite that big yet, so it's not helpful. And I don't know if it's how I'm carrying, because my posture is already nice, and I'm not leaning forward because my belly is heavy, and I'm not leaning back. I kind of just stand up straight. Like, I'm still like a regular person right now. I just have a belly on me, so I'm carrying so nicely, but it's like my back still hurts. And it was like, okay, so what am I doing wrong? And the doctor recommended a belly band, and so I tried to do it to try to like lift some weight, but I was just like, I'm not that big, the baby's not that big, so what am I lifting? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I tried it, it doesn't really do much. I didn't feel a difference, I didn't feel relief, and I'm still trying it out just because I'm really just like, I bought this thing and I'm trying to figure it out, but I think it's just not for me. And I don't know if that's for other moms too. Like, I see the moms and the dads in those videos where the dad comes behind the mom and lifts her belly and she just looks so relieved. And for me, it's like, I don't have nothing to grab, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. Not that like I want to do that challenge, but it's like, I don't got nothing. I don't have anything to grab, and I should be happy about it, but I'm still like, my back still hurts. So what is it that's hurting my back? My sciatica pain is really bad now. Moving past the back pain, but it hurts, okay? And when I work out and I'm able to do some more walking and exercising, my sciatica doesn't hurt as bad. But I have noticed that my sciatica is getting worse. So bending and lifting while I'm at work is a no-go. My butt hurts because of my sciatica, so I'd have to stretch a lot. I've been doing a lot of stretches, trying to do some maternity yoga poses and things like that can help, but girl, and sneezing takes the whole life out of you. You gotta take, it's like you're gonna blow away if you don't like hold on to something. That's how I feel when I sneeze. Like, the sneezes are just so big that it's like, what the heck? Yeah, so anyway, those are the things that I have been experiencing. I am now in my third trimester, and I'm so excited that I don't know what to do. Like, I'm kind of just running around and enjoying my last trimester. I really want to be out of work so I can really enjoy my last trimester, so I can just gracefully enter into my labor and delivery. I'm trying to stay active, still trying to walk around, still bouncing on my yoga ball and things like that to help with my mobility. I gotta do something, I have to. But my headaches have kind of came back, and that kind of sucks too. They're not migraines, but they are headaches, and it's hard. Sometimes I have to kind of like lay in the bed and just do nothing because it just hurts. But I do have peppermint oil, essential oil, that I rub on my temples, and that gives me relief. It feels good, and that is something that you guys can use if you do need like a relief from that and you don't want to take something, don't want to take medication for your headaches. You can do that. Are the best, I think, in my opinion. I just love them. Been doing research that don't use them on your kids, on your babies, but for you to have some relief, like my headaches, superb. Love them. Basically, that is it. My partner has been nothing but supportive, always telling me that I'm doing a great job. I just want to throw that out there. If he sees this video, I love you, babe. But he is amazing. He's a blessing, and he is so supportive. Like, always just like, you're doing great. You're carrying so well. Look at you. Blah blah blah. Like, he's just saying a lot of things, and I love it. I love it so much. So it makes me feel good. Obviously, I know I'm doing the right thing, but hearing it like, look at you making a baby, you know, or telling me to forget that job because you're already working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, making this baby. I wish I could get paid because this is no joke. But pregnancy is so fun. It's something to go through. It's something to embrace. And oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys, I'm in my 3rd trimester, and God humbled me, y'all, okay? I was walking around the mall. You guys just saw this vlog, but I was walking around the mall, and I was all like, la la la, like, oh my gosh, everybody be talking about like Braxton Hicks. I haven't had mine yet. I ain't had one. I don't even know what it feels like, blah, blah, blah. And then God humbled me real quick because I had a Braxton Hicks like 5 minutes later or something. And I had bent over, and I was like, and I instantly kicked into my breathing because I was like, okay, oh snap. And as soon as I started breathing, like, Conrad's face changed and was like, oh snap, something's happening. He was looking at me like, it's something serious. And I had like grabbed onto his hand, and I was like, and I was just breathing through it. And I was so proud of myself for breathing through it, because it's like, that is what I'm about to be doing when I go into labor and stuff. But as fast as it kicked in, instead of me freaking out like, oh my God, my side hurts, and complaining, I was breathing through it. And it was such a beautiful thing, and I embraced it. But I was just like, I'm sorry, Lord. Jesus. He humbled me, because I was talking mess, talking about them Braxton Hicks. But they are nothing to joke about. They are serious, and that was my very first one. And so that, I wasn't functioning. I literally stopped in the middle of the mall and was like about to get on the ground, because that was the best place to be. But I hunched over, I was breathing, and I made it through. And it lasted for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 seconds. But y'all, I was immediately humbled, and I was like, Jesus, I'm okay. I'm gonna stop talking mess. Braxton Hicks exists, and I just experienced one. Thank you. So, but that is it for this video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you've got a baby on the way, if you're already a mom, if you are a mom to be like me. Also comment, how far along are you? How are you doing? But yes, I will see you guys later. Also, welcome to the new subscribers. I see y'all. I'll see y'all out there. Welcome. Just don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.